Good morning guys, and greetings from Port Douglas in far north Queensland of Australia. We've been staying here at Crystal Brook Super Yacht Marina for over 2 weeks now, and most likely we'll be here for another month or so. We're actually getting ourselves ready to head over to Papua New Guinea, and that will be a next episode, what's involved in doing that. But today we'll focus on showing you what we can do from our vessel while out at anchor, and there will be some footage of our beautiful anchorages we've had along the east coast coming up here, and finishing off with a walkthrough of the boat. But I want to take this opportunity to thank you guys for all the wonderful feedback we've had on our last 2 episodes. We hit 10,000 views the other day on one of our videos, and that was kind of really cool for us, so thank you. We read your comments, we really appreciate it, and we try to get back to all of you. And if this is the first time you tune in, please subscribe and follow our next adventure. So while we're ashore for a period of time, we create ourselves a bit of a routine. We here in Port Douglas, we walk the headland every day and finish off with a swim on 4 Mile Beach, come back to the boat, have something to eat, go back to the gym, and so on, so it goes. And then it's time for maintenance and work on the boat. Lots to do. We've had a fantastic time here in Port Douglas, catching up with friends and family. Our kids have flown up to see us, which is really special, and got to create some new memories and sharing our life on the boat with them. That's always special when we can share our journey with our friends and family that don't get to be part of it all the time. So I hope you enjoy this episode, guys. So we'll be focusing on our activities on the boat. There'll be some time showing you some beautiful anchorages we've had along the east coast, as well as a walkthrough of the vessel towards the end. So yeah, I hope you enjoy this, guys, and you know, time for me to make morning coffee. Okay, cheers. Before owning a boat, we used to train a lot at the gym. There can be long periods between gym visits living on a boat, so we decided to get some Y belts, TRX and bands to allow our bodies to continue to benefit from strength training. We set up our workouts in the cockpit, and it's a great space for us to throw some weight around. We have a spacious flybridge to store away our toys, epic V5 kayaks and Nick's windfoil. The kayaks we lift down with Nick up on flybridge, handing them down to me on swim deck, and I then tie them off. We can cover a lot of ground with our kayaks. We can easily paddle between 7 and 10 kilometers in one hit. It's a great little cardio workout. We cover a lot of ground. We can easily drag them up on the beach if we want to go for a walk. And it's a good way to see both reef and wildlife. We have opted not to have stand-ups on our boat, but kayaks will do for us. Nick also has a windfoil on the boat. It's a combination between windsurfing and foiling, something he can easily and quickly set up on the boat when the wind is right and we're at anchor. All he has to watch out for is the reef and the turtles.
Apart from really enjoying fishing, it is also a great source of protein when we're out for long periods of time. Nick prefers spearfish, which makes sense because he's an excellent free diver. We scout for good bommies and he will dive down, and I will sort of join him on the surface close to the tender to make sure that we get the fish in the boat as quick as we can. A lot of sharks out there that as soon as you spear something, they will come in. You might not see any, but as soon as that spear seems to hit the fish, they're always there. We mainly catch coral trout and tuskfish while spearing. A lot of our time we just hang around in the water, exploring and seeing what we can find. Encountering wildlife that we haven't seen before is something magnificent that's very addictive. Beautiful big schools of fish, coral trout, little clownfish, turtles. Yeah, every dive and every snorkel is just different, and we just keep coming back for more. From time to time we come across some green sea turtles that are actually so curious about us that we'll let us swim with them for ages. I'm the one that loves the sounds of the rods going off when we're trolling. Catching fish is also a team event, especially when we're getting a larger catch and we're underway. We have to stop the boat, which can sometimes cause a bit of a roll, so we try to act as quickly as we can, make sure we keep the boat clean, get the fish in, and then we're off again. We have a bit of a rule on the boat: whatever you catch you have to clean, so it's pretty fair. In this case we've got a beautiful spotted mackerel that we then turn into a gorgeous meal the next day, and ceviche on the day we caught it. With freshly husked coconuts that we've come across on Dunk Island, we made this beautiful ceviche, some hot chili, coriander, fresh lime juice, grated coconut, and some tomato. Whatever we don't manage to eat, we cry back and keep that in our freezer for those times when we're up at anchor hiding away from bad weather. The cryback machine has come in really handy for us because it can be long periods of time when we don't catch any fish, so it's always good then to have a few dinners prepared in the freezer. Ceviche must be one of our favourite all-time winners. Whenever we make too much, there's always someone around that will happily help you finish it off. Our diving is almost a bit like a meditation. We seem to be under the water and just everything around us fades away. It's the excitement before the dive, it's the relief after the dive, and always finding that there's so much more to see than what you think down there. Whether it be coral, nudie branches of all sorts of colours and shapes, clownfish, and obviously beautiful squid. It's all amazing. So let's give you guys a quick walk through Freja. Our starboard cabin is a 2-berth layout. Rarely do we have people staying in here. We use it mainly for storing our wet weather gear and training gear. We always keep our boat really neat and tidy. We find it easiest that way, in case we ever have to up anchor and get going quickly. We have a Miele washing machine and dryer neatly tucked away behind the sliding door. We try to air dry almost all our washing. Feels best that way. The port cabin is generous in size and holds 3 berths. There is great storage for our guests when they are on board. They have their own TV, but I don't even think we've ever used it. We seem to have way too much fun spending time with our guests when they're with us. The guest head is as big as ours, if not even bigger. The sit-down feature in the shower comes in handy when we're at anchor or underway and there's a bit of roll. The master is up front with an ensuite. A bit of a favourite feature is probably the hatch above our bed that allows us to sleep under the stars with the full moon, especially if there are no mosquitoes around. Our ensuite is also roomy and well fitted out. We sleep so well in our cabin, with the design of a Fleming having flared top sides with no hard chine. This prevents wave slap on the hull. Back up in the main salon and galley, we have a dishwasher, oven and full-size fridge freezer. As you see, the boat here in this video is how we keep our boat most of the time. The only difference will be when we're underway and everything will be put down below. We keep our boat as neat and tidy as we can, and it works really well for us. There's less damage to the boat and less damage to the items. Our pilot house is awesome underway and doubles as an office space when we need to do some emails and corresponding. We find that we have great view, great visuals from driving the boat from this pilot house. Flybridge finishes it all off with lots of space to entertain with the barbecue, as well as driving the boat on those gorgeous days. We have up to 15 people up on Flybridge having a good time together, and at times it feels we could probably easily fit another 10. So that's the quick tour. So that brings us to the end of episode 3. Thanks for watching through if you're still with us. And I'm sitting here in the pilot house working through all the paperwork. The admin and the process of actually taking a vessel overseas is quite involved, so lots of paperwork to do, both to enter and exit the country. And like I said earlier in the episode, we're going to dive more into that next time. Another thing that we tend to do a lot is find out and identify what it is that we're actually seeing when we're diving and snorkeling. So we have a couple of really good books that we use, the reef fish identification and also the reef creature identification. Fantastic books, worth having, especially when you're traveling in these waters. We hope we can bring you some amazing footage from our upcoming trip to New Guinea. There'll be fairly remote areas we'll be visiting, lots of villages around the Louisiades, and should be a fairly exciting trip. So until next time, guys, once again, give us feedback, and look forward to seeing you again. I think I'm going to have a little drink from my hubby up on Flybridge now. So cheers, guys.